Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kwakadash, double honor to the elder apostles and the elders GMS, peace, salutations, blessed to Akim, labors, truth, Shalom to hopeful elect. And, this will be a little quick hitter, through spirit, news, various topics. It's a little going to be edifying. Let's see. So I seen this on a RT News, OBG. All right, I'm gonna read through this a little. So BG, all right, which we know this devil has his name pretty much everywhere on a lot of things that is occurring throughout the world. All right. But this is RT News. BG coming out saying that he predicting that the demic will end in 2022. It says in a couple years, my hope is the only time you'll really have to think about the V is when you get your joint C and flu V every fall. All right, so you can tell, like, hey, this is the devil. These are the devil's agenda to for all the people to take these V's every year. All right, they want, like I said, they want everybody, to constantly be taking this serpent juice. All right. Let's see. And I know everybody probably heard about the New York. New York has, pushing a statewide mandate for private sector. It says Mayor de Blasio announces a V mandate for private sector workers and major expansions to nation leading key to NYC program. So basically, they trying to make everybody in the state of New York, all right, by the 27th to get hit up. All right. And we know that's just the start, the start of it. All right. So this is a 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1 says, He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs, which I've told thee before. All right, so we're to measure that time diligently in itself. All right, and how do you measure the time? All right, you link up, scripture to current events, and we seeing, how these devils is moving. All right, with their wicked decrees. This is Isaiah 10 verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right, so, and what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from afar? To whom will you flee for help, and where will you leave your glory? Because we know, these devils aren't going to get so far before, Yahweh Shemashah intervene. All right. This is Job 20:23. So when he is about to fill his belly, all right, and that he being, Esau, Edom, the wicked, so the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain upon him while he's eating. All right, going into them ICBM missiles. Let's see. All right, but what's saying Revelation 12:12 says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. All right, so we measure the time diligently. All right, starting with the elder apostles and like-minded brothers on down, that umbrella. All right, the Lord has, blessed us with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, giving us, pastors according to his heart, referring to Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. All right. And, through spirit power, how about Shemashai, we had to understand what time it is and what is to come. All right. So it's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, the devil being the wicked, Esau, Edom, has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. So again, all right, these devils are moving in they're moving, like in a timely manner because they know that they have a short time. All right, because prophecy speaking. All right, also in the news, I think I was just seeing a little bit of brothers video where it's talking about, just in California, there was a whole bunch of little earthquakes, happening within the last 24 hours. I ain't checked that out for myself, but there's a brother. Let me see if I can get it real quick. See if I can pull something up on that. Yeah, 17. So this is right here. It's saying, this one's saying, 15 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. It's a 1.5 or greater. 15 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. 120 earthquakes in the past 7 days. 580 earthquakes in the past 30 days. 10,000 in the past year. So California seems to be and this is California. I thought it said California, Nevada, but yeah, the western part of the U.S., western part of Babylon the Great. Hey, they're getting a lot of earthquakes. All right, so we know what say. It's a lock. Yeah, to go here. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, and where's your house shot? Say, for nation shall rise against nation, and hey, that what do we see going on? We see in China, China in the U.S. over Taiwan. All right, there's talks of war, rumors of war. All right, same thing with Ukraine and Russia in NATO. I'll start verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but it is not yet. So for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, so hey, we know that we at the beginning of this, all right, the beginning of sorrows, okay, beginning of Jacob's trouble. All right, a time like It never was. Okay? And it's downhill from here. Saying kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so there's gonna be famines, pestilences, earthquakes. All right, war. Okay, and that's the that's the times we're in. All right, that's what you continue on. All the way down to throughout the whole, well, down to verse 13. I'll just jump down. It says, but he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai, will, all the sincere Arkham, sister, brothers, sisters, it's true. All right, Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai give us, that give us the strength and the spirit and the hedge, all right, to be able to endure unto the end. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I'll also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, so we know just how they are pushing this serpent juice, throughout the world, and they're setting up all these draconian, decrees, laws. All right, that's due, that's for this juice. We understand, hey, that this is gonna be the same. They're gonna move the same way when it comes to, that MOTB, that charagma, that Revelation 13:16. All right, these devils is doing a little trial run or whatever it is, and we know not to trust, never trust thy enemy. All right, and what say who will pity if you who will pity a charmer that's bitten by a serpent. All right, and we know hey, these devils is they all about pushing death. All right, they all about destroying. All right, kill, steal, destroy. All right, take peace from the earth. All right, witchcraft. Pharmakia. So anything that these devils are pushing out, in the so-called, we care about your health talk. Hey, you can better guarantee that. Hey, they got something else on their mind. All right, we already know. They say the world overpopulated, climate. They try to say, the climate bullshit. All right, you know what I mean? These devils, hey man. But hey, it's prophesied. This is, it's in the scriptures how we should move. All right, that's what say Isaiah 33, verse 6, wisdom and knowledge should be stability at times, and strength salvation. The fear of the Lord is our treasure. Rather paraphrasing. All right, so having this word, these scriptures, all right, this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, all right, the Lord, showing that mercy upon us by, calling us into this thing. So, these times to come, all right, the times we're in now and on down, the road, hey, we know what to look for. We know, how to move. All right. Lord willing, how about Shai, like I say, give us that strength and that hedge and, so we endure until the end. All right. But we have to understand what is and what to expect. All right. Where, everybody who ain't, receive this truth, hey man, they not in a good case. I just read Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right, so whatever, what say, we'll now change to a lower state. So I get that. I think that's Sirach chapter 2. Sirach chapter 2, I'll start verse 1. My son, if thou comest to the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou change to a low estate. So, we understand, hey, it's going to come a time where, we ain't going to have no, we ain't going to be able to, go to work, whatever it may be. All right. But whatever, lowest state we get changed to, take cheerfully and be patient and have faith. All right. Verse 5 said, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall. Say, ye that fear the Lord, believe him, your reward should not fail. All right. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, and were confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of afflictions. So we understand everybody being some heavy time afflictions. All right. But Lord, if we're part of elect, the Lord gonna keep us. All right. So we're to have that, have faith in Yahweh Shemashah that, hey, it's gonna be all right. All right. The Lord will be done in a day. Verse 12 says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sin goeth both ways. So if you have a fearful heart, you're fearful in the mind, all right, faint hands, all right. If you not faithful, all right, unfaithful. Verse 13 says, woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. All right, so that's really heavy. All right. You don't think Yahweh Shemashah can, deliver you out of whatever situation, at that time, then let's say you're not going to be defended. All right. So we are to, wholeheartedly believe in whatever situation we wind up in. All right. That Lord, if he puts in that situation, hey, he going to deliver us. All right. Verse 14, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? All right, so let me jump back over here. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right, so again, not to fear. All right, only fear Yahweh Shemashah, not to fear what these devils can do unto us. Behold, the devil should cast some of you into prison, and you already seeing that, over there in Australia, they're putting people in them camps. People that don't want to go and take that juice, they put them in them camps, and a lot of people weren't even so-called sick. They were testing negative, and they still throwing them in them camps 14 days. Where they, you know what I mean? But what it say, the devil should cast some of you into prison that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. And again, this is all, leading up to the MOTV, the trauma, all right, which we see, the news, Elon Musk and his brain chip, and we already know, the little grain of rice. We already know that's been out. All right, they're working out their little kinks, and how to, these devils gonna come down with that great wrath, and when they come down, they ain't gonna let up. All right, it gonna, they're waiting for that right opportunity, just to go, come down full force. All right. All right. 2 Andrew chapter 9, verse 1 says, He answered me, then instead measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs which I had told thee before, then should thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. I say, from the beginning, all right, is throughout the scriptures, Yahweh Shemashah, the prophets of old, the apostles, all the way up until, the other apostles on down today. All right, this word is being made known. All right, these prophecies are being broke down, linked up with current events. All right. It's all through the spirit and power of Shah. But, just like I say, things from the things the Most High spake of those things that are before thee, even from the beginning. All right. Verse 5 said, For like all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So the end is manifest. Verse 6, even so the times of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And what are some of these effects and signs? The things that we're going over. All right, how these devils are moving with their agenda, their set agenda. All right. All they can talk about is, science this, science that, transhumanism. All right, they want to change, everything up. All right. Basically, they're constantly blaspheming Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay. But hey, that's what these devils do. They try to see the whole earth, but like I say, they're not going the elect not gonna be deceived. All right, whether we are of that, elect or not, we're going to just have to wait and see on that one. But hey, we're gonna have faith in Lord will. Verse 7 says, And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils. All right. So, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Whoo! Hey, man, just imagine that. You know what I mean? Lord will, we be part of that hopeful number. The Lord has sanctified us, from the beginning. Man, let's see, Job. I can't remember where it's at. Job chapter 5. Job chapter 5, verse 19 says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, and 7 shall no evil touch thee. All right, so and then we know that seventh trouble, that seventh trump going into destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, via the ICBM missiles. And Lewis, elect gonna be delivered. All right, before the missiles touch down. Verse 20, In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. All right, so it's again, the Spirit of the Lord be on us that heavy where, at destruction and famine, our faith that strong, the Lord, give us that spirit. Hey, we can say at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. All right, so, hey, shalom, brothers. Shalom, Akim. See what brothers got here. Yeah, brother. Tazariak Benyamin, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. All right, hey, that's the whole uh deal with the whole thing of the brotherhood. All right, brothers, and where a lot they in. At the end of the day, we're all here, edify, uplift, comfort with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right, you know, because we all we all in this thing together, on just different levels. Yeah, that's a brother, same brother, Tazariat Ben Yanyam. Salah, if I ain't pronounced that right. Luke 12:32, fear not, little flock, it is your father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. All right. Let's see, what's I gonna do? So I'll get one more here. Salakia. Let me get this real quick. Is it Matthew 10? It might be John. Let's see. Yeah, Matthew 10:28. All right. So and fear not them which can kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. All right, so at the end of the day, that's where we stand. And we fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai. We understand that these devils, they gonna get to a point where they're gonna come with that, that wrath. But hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, he gonna bring that wrath of his own. All right, so little win will be a part of that hopeful number, and we gonna endure until the end. Through spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right, but with that, I'll wrap it up. Hey, shalom to all the sincere Akim, the brothers. Aqua, shalom. Kwame Yashala, Ball, DTA soon. Shalom.